Hey Dragonauts, what's Dragonon? Astralsflame back with another deck tech. Today looking at Azorius Soldiers, one of the fastest aggro decks in the meta right now. Before we get into that, remember to hit that subscribe button down below to stay up to date on the latest Standard and Explorer decks in the meta. Now, let's talk Soldiers. This deck focuses on the kind of traditional mono-white aggro package we saw in the previous meta. Build up a board state, have it buffed, and go face. And we've got a few different ways to do this with the new Soldier Lord and kind of the new Luminarch Aspirant of Standard. So the new Soldier Lord, Valiant Veteran, a 2-mana 2/2, other soldiers get +1/+1, but it's got a special ability here. You can exile it from your graveyard to put a +1/+1 counter on each soldier you control. So in the early game, great buff. Late game, exile it, and you buff your entire board. It feels two purposes, and it is awesome. The Siege Veteran, like I said, kind of the new Luminarch. It is a mana more. You still get the same thing for a +1/+1 on target creature at the beginning of combat. It does have an upside though. Whenever a non-token soldier dies, you get a 1/1 colorless soldier artifact. So your soldiers, while they may fall in battle, will rise up and replace themselves even more. And they're going to get buffed also, since they're soldiers, by the Valiant Veteran. Now, it's great that we have buffs, but we need some soldiers to stay alive and push in the damage. This comes in our early game with the Yoshin Frontliner, attacking in, giving a creature +1/+1 until end of turn when it attacks. Coming with Unearth as well, so you can attack with it, block with it, have it go to the graveyard, unearth it back, and attack again. Recruitment Officer, at 1 mana 2/1, you can pay for to reveal a creature card with 9 value 3 or less from among the top 4 cards. So you can pay for mana, go find a critter, put it in your hand, and you've got some card advantage generating. You've also got some sweet flash in cards, either Resolute Reinforcements coming in with an extra 1/1, or the Zephyr Sentinel. Zephyr Sentinel being a flying soldier, but also letting you return a soldier back, or another creature rather. For you, it'll always be a soldier mostly, from your battlefield into your hand. So if your opponent is about to use a removal spell, Zephyr Sentinel can act as a protection piece to bounce something back to your hand to keep it alive and nix out your opponent's removal spell, keeping your board and creatures safe. We have some disrupting soldiers as well. Thalia is coming into this deck as a 4/of, being able to slam it down turn 2, have a first striker, and make sure your opponent's non-creature spells are taxed up. You've got a couple, but they're all on the sideboard, so we don't really care too much about that. We like our opponent feeling that effect though. We're also running Brutal Cathar, as when it's human, it's a soldier, so we can start exiling our opponent's creatures, playing the flip game to exile even more. Now, one good soldier always deserves another. We actually have a token package in this list coming in two forms. This is the Skystrike Officer and Miro, the Shield of Argiv. Skystrike Officer is this awesome 3-mana flyer, 2/3 body. When it attacks, you make a soldier, and you can actually use this to tap 3 soldiers that you have to draw a card. So, tap down 3 untapped soldiers you have, draw a card, attack, and get more. Great value. And Mural is like your big boss. Mural is a 4-mana 3/4. Your opponent can't do anything on your turn with Mural. So, immediately, if Mural slams down, you're pretty much protected for your turn, which is really awesome. Very nice piece that I think Aggro really loves to take advantage on. In addition, when she attacks, you're going to make soldiers equal to the number of soldiers you have. So think of like Kranko, when Kranko would tap down and make more goblins. This is more soldiers on attack each turn, swinging in, and your soldiers are going to get buffed from your Valiant Veteran and other effect. I mean, even in our land base, we have a soldier buff effect in the Fortified Beach. Tapping 5 and tapping it, soldiers get +1/+1 until end of turn. So you've got massive ways to buff up creatures, massive ways to make a board state, massive ways to just mess up your opponent, and even better, if your opponent just has a ton of blockers, well, just attack in with Harbin, kind of your end game here. Harbin is aggressive for a 2-mana slot, is a 3/2 flyer, but whenever you attack with 5 or more soldiers, all your creatures get +1/+1 and flying until end of turn. So suddenly, your 5 creatures, you're automatically swinging in for an extra 5 damage, 1 split among. They get flying, so your opponent needs flyers to block. Harbin can just spell an endgame for your opponent if it's not answered, and you've got no shortage of soldiers to get the 5 creatures available for Harbin to be played. Now, sideboard wise, really depends on the matchup you're going up against for what we're bringing in here. Kind of seeing off here, you have Denick, the Pious Apprentice. This is going to make sure that graveyard strategies not going to work. They're not happening. They're gone. Also gives you a nice lifelinker. We have Wedding Announcement, acting as a way to establish a bit of a board state, but also getting us card draw and further buffing our creatures. The Wandering Emperor, great removal piece. Gives us Samurai. They're not really soldiers, but we do like that +1, putting a +1/+1 counter on a creature. Absence, just a fantastic removal card. Protect the Negotiators, giving us soldiers, so we're an aggro deck that can play a counterspell and get a soldier out of it. Even better. We love it. And lastly, Owl, the Dawn Sky. Finally, something that we can kind of play in when we're going up against control. If Owl happens to die, we're going to get to look and put some creatures into play, which we love to do. So Dragonlings and Dragonauts, may you find a victory and Harbin guide your way with soldiers. Please let me know, what do you think of Azorius soldiers? Is there a card you would substitute differently? Let me know. Zephyr? Yeah, that's fine. Playing the Deserted Beach tap to start. Opponent is Grixis, so we're gonna play in the Thalia. Play in Thalia and deny the Fable on turn 3. Playing AGGRO. Pushing for 2. Flame Bless Bolt, eh? Yeah, let's Zephyr. Bounce our Thalia back. Make Zephyr a 3/2. I'm fine with that. There's the Fable. In on a tap land. I'm gonna go ahead and Brutal Cathar. Push 3. Standard, again, this reminds me when people were playing 3 minutes afraid to bounce, but History of Italia. It's true though. Soldiers is like the best, honestly. I would have liked to have kept that Thalia in, but Galvanic Iteration? Interesting. Only 2 cards left. So, sure. Name Soldier. I'm gonna replay in that Thalia. And I'm gonna play in Denick, the Pious Apprentice, as well. Brotherhood's End swipes their board. Sure. I'll just play in Denick and then we can flash in Resolute Reinforcements after. Big score? Sure. Flash in Resolute Enforcements, and then we push 5 damage on our turn. Yeah, cut down's fine. Zephyr Sentinel's kind of helpful. I'm gonna say end the turn. We can Zephyr Sentinel back our Resolute Reinforcements. Then cast in our Resolute Reinforcements. So we get to be kind of cute about buffing up a Sentinel and rebuilding a board state and making another 1/1. Sure. Why did we flash back the iteration? Oh, the big score. Sure, that's fine. But Christmas, I have attended 25 years straight. Us switch up. Oh, click. That's awesome. Everything down there. I get you, bud. I get you. Fortified Beach is good. Let's reveal you. Sure, I'm still just gonna do this now. Sure. They go down to 11. It's one of those things. I get you. I get you. Memory Deluge. Sure. Am I just up against like removal trouble? Hey, Grixis. Welcome in, friend. How you doing? Happy Saturday, friend. What's going on? I get you, Click. It is. But still, you know, it's a nice memory that can happen. I'm going to play in the Otawara here. And I'm just going to go ahead and attack for 2. A third big score. Wow. 3 big scores. That is something. Sure. They're really digging here. Sure, the Elder Dragon War's fine. Flash in our Resolute Reinforcements. Good things, hope all is good too. All is going good, my friend. All is going good. We're gonna flash in our other Resolute Reinforcements. I'm just gonna go to combat. And I'm not playing in the Thalia. Just in case there's another board player, you know? They gotta dig here. 25 DVDs, so you've got movies. That is a lot of DVDs, my friend. I wonder if this is like an Arcane Bombardment deck. There's the Elder Dragon War. There's a Brutal Cathar. We're just gonna play in this Thalia. I might commit on the Cathar, actually. In case they don't have any other board clears. It transforms and it's a 2/2, but like it's fine. If there's no other board clears. You own like 2K. Wow, that's a lot of DVDs, my friend. Brotherhood's End, sure. Alright, what you got for me, deck? Spectrum Sentinel. Section for multicolored, can't be go for the throated. So, opponents only got 26 cards left, and they've used like a lot. Cutdown's fine. They might just be removal tribal. Like, at this point, with everything you can see here, right? And like, good on them if it is. We'll take 4 and go to 12. I don't really have a hasty 1/1 that can get in, so... yeah, Invoke Despair is fine. So I need Brutal Cathar off the top here to stay alive. Did not get it. That is too bad. Had them at 1. Oh! Okay. Okay. Recruitment, veteran? Yes. It's pretty good. That is pretty good. Intapped? Ooh. Well, I think I just go a bit wide, pushing damage, right? So we just plan the soldiers that do the thing. Go soldiers, play in Sky Strike. Say no attacks and end the turn. Does this tap 3? So we can just tap R3 and draw a card. Yeah, Adeline's fine. Without the attack. Just tap 3, draw a card. Veteran. I will play in the Fortified Beach, show the Veteran. Play in the Veteran. Buff my Sky Strike and only attack with the Sky Strike. Get them down to 13. We have 4 creatures. We can draw another card. Okay, Soldiers is pretty good. What's your board state? Feeling good. Sure. But they only have double white open. So double white, they're looking for Fateful Absence. Yeah, Brutal Cathar. Siege Veteran. This is probably just Siege Veteran. I just buff the Sky Strike. Send 7 in the air. Hold that, and then cast in Denic. We can draw. That's fair. Alright. Yeah. I'm okay with that. Spectrum Sentinel, have in Secluded, play in Waste, drop in Denic, and then have Cathar for a removal. Punch in a little bit. Name Soldier. Just between rounds, I'm going to jam some best of 1 chat, so. Right, we just hang out. Sleeper's fine. Cast in Denic. Push in 1. Is this T-Dog? It is. Alright, she's under D. Brutal Cathar. It's my underdog. Pushing 3. Trespasser. Siege Veteran. Buff the Neek. And push in 1. For a 3, sorry. It goes to 13. Holdray comes in. Take the draw. Buff our Brutal Cathar, say no attacks, and pass the turn. Sorin, sure. Sorin's fine. Right? How does Day Night work again, right? It's, if I cast 2 spells on my go, right? I guess we'll find out. Let's bring in Resolute. Flash in Zephyr. Bounce back my friend. Yep. Okay, don't need to transform it yet. I want this as Soldier. Play in here. Buff in Brute times 2 to 6/6 and push in 6 damage. Brute has First Strike. Oh, I could have gone in with the 3/2 flyer. Whoops. I messed up. That should have been sending with 3/2. They would have been down to 6. My She-Holder. Well, Ansi. Yeah. Tournament matches can, like, I don't try to be nervous, but tournament matches can really do one on me. And that was, Go down to 18 here. Buff the Sentinel. Push in for 5. Sure. Alright, here's the flyer. Back to nighttime. Yeah, it's 2 spells, but like I could flash them still in, so I develop a board state for flyers. Yeah. I did forget if it was 2/2, so they're just gonna make another flyer, I guess here. No, I'm going for the reveal. All right, get a land. Yeah, I just day night. I don't always. Ooh. Yeah, veteran's pretty good here. I might just, yeah. I was gonna say I just all out swing. It's a good deck. Spectrum into Valiant, and we have Cathar and Siege. I'm for it. Ooh, and Harbin. I think I'm still doing Valiant Veteran next turn. T-Dog. Alright, T-Dog's in. We can just start pushing 3 damage, but... Yeah, you know what? I'll play in Harbin. It's fine. We can just push 3 damage in the air. Eat the 3. 17. The Faiblesse. Adakar Ways. Playing Brutal Cathar. Eat there. And push in 4 damage. Now if they attack in with Tenacious Underdog, we can block with the Cathar because we've removed the 2/2. And it sends it back to the graveyard, not pushing more damage on our face. Next turn I can do Valiant Veteran. I'm going to take the trade there. Another Fable. That's fine. Ooh, Skystrike Officer. My other option is I just get our soldiers ready and going, right? So Valiant Veteran, but I like the Skystrike, so we just keep flying overhead. Have to be wary of the Fables copying each other in the next turn. So I do have to respect that. I didn't discard anything. Interesting. Invoke Despair, maybe? Ah, it was Invoke Despair. Alright, our Spectrum Sentinel. It's fine. Didn't net the land in there. That transforms and they can make copies. So this might just be Recruitment Officer into Valiant Veteran. Push in 7 in the air, make a 1/1. Get them to 6. And keep them off that plan and having to answer our board, and we can draw a card. Sure. This is where Harvester gets annoying. They can copy it once, but that uses up their Kiki copy for the turn. Oh, the Skystrike Officer, sure. I'm gonna go ahead and take a card draw here. It's fine. Trespasser. Okay. Up to 7 they go. This is I have to attack with 5 or more soldiers, right? So I can push 5 in the air. I think it's still Siege Veteran. Because then I get additional blockers for doing this. We block up Harbin. We swing them with everything. Nothing has first strike. They have to block everything. They go down to 2. We get soldiers. Okay. Copy Blood Tithe. Get 6. Blood Tithe is going to hit Harbin. Which just gives me another 1 from the Siege Veteran. This is the awkward point. Like, Harbin kills them in the air, so they have to target the Harbin, but then it spreads my ground forces. So if we top deck another Harbin, and I still have the 5 creatures, it just pushes lethal. I also just have enough creatures to go wide on them. They need to play in another creature still. Okay, sacking of blood, because they have to get it. They have to find a removal here. Ooh, doing it again. We get the game. Okay.
Heroic, or
Yep.
Boros heroic. And I knew what was in their hand, and I was supposed to cast my See the Truths to just have more cards and remove stuff more efficiently.
Okay.
But I got rid of their land drop, like the Sajari shelter thing,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And it stopped them from being able to name a color and then just attack through and kill me.
Okay.
So I guess now I have to play another round, and it's all your fault, Mr. Astrals.
You're welcome. Hey, man, I'm 1-3. You're doing better than me today.
Only by a little bit.
Still. I have to win, like, the next 3 rounds because to go 4-3 for anything.
What record do you need to get money?
I think 4-3. Because
Okay.
with the drops and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to
Well,
save
doesn't it ruin
4-3.
your win-loss?
It does, but because of the drops, it still helps you. So,
Yeah, so you need to be in the top 32 to get $50. I
Yes.
am currently 44th.
I think I'm in the 50s or the 60s.
Yeah, you're 56 right now before
Yeah.
the next round finishes.
Yeah,
So
it's just I literally in my last round
mm-hmm.
drew in 4 lands in a row.
Right.
I've just not had a great land day today, you know?
I feel you.
It's
What's
just
your girl playing today?
Angels. And she
Angels.
started off strong too. She had a 2-0 lead in the first, and then she's just kind of gone
Mhm.
2-2 after.
Did she lose her this round?
I'm not sure if she did or not. I don't think she did.
All right, let me update my record. Two. Yeah, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? I can continue playing, but
I'm gonna stick it out. Like, I'm doing this to learn. I came up with some minor changes on Jund. So
yeah, I feel bad for dream crushing and then leaving, so I should play the next round
yeah, just do it in.
at least. It won't. Yeah, I know. I just like. I'm not gonna worry about it.
Nah.
What's your you know, I just only have so much mental stamina that I can push on Magic. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. And I mean, like, today is not an easy thing to get into, right?
Right.
Counting today is kind of like rough land draws and then subtle changes. I think Croxa and Valkyrie are better in my sideboard than in the main.
Mm-hmm.
Because I only really have to use Croxa as like a one-up when things are dying. I just don't have tons of ways to put stuff in without Fable. And I really don't want to jam Fable in this list.
Right.
Like, I'm not a Fableist. It's weird to say, you know?
I mean, yeah, but Fable's so good because it just turns on a bunch of different stuff that normally isn't on.
I mean, it's true. Like, if I was to do a different dynamic of the list, I'd put in Fables and Bloodtithe Harvesters and probably drop the Scoozes and change from there, but yeah, I don't know. It's still liking it, though.
That's good, that's good.
Better. I'm sitting in Plat 2. I'm almost, I'll be Plat 1 after a few more wins. So
Oh,
I
is
might
that because
hit...
you're doing, like...
Yeah,
you're
I'm
doing
just...
the soldier stuff?
Yeah, I'm just doing best of one soldiers in between rounds and hanging with chat, so... I think we'll end up getting into Diamond today, which is, you know, not the worst thing in the world. So, if I fail the tournament and I get Diamond, I mean, trade-offs, right? Learned a lot today, though. I definitely think I need to play more Explorer. So,
You think?
be
I
ready
don't
for
know.
the format.
My gosh. Hold
That's
on.
all good.
I don't even know if I can go to the gym anymore. Hold on.
You can.
No, because they close.
Oh. Well, thank
close
goodness for
at
home
7.
gym.
I don't have a home gym.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's why I pay for the membership, Sean.
Makes perfect sense now.
The whole pushing back an hour thing kind of like messed me up. But that's fine. I don't know. Maybe I drop anyway and just go to the gym.
I mean, do it. I don't know. I'd play in for another round or two because it's good fun.
Okay. All right.
But-
All right.
Right,
It's
jamming
fine,
in
I
for
guess.
yeah, just jamming in for the fun stuff, my dude.
Yeah, I know. I just don't have as much fun in Magic as you guys do. So
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. Gotta same thing. I mean, if you want a couple hours, we'll jam in some fork night, right?
maybe my social battery gets like exhausted doing this stuff for too long.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Well, let me know.
Yeah, definitely. All right, I'm gonna jump out for a bit. I'll see you later.
Sounds good, buddy. We'll catch you later. Bye. And I'll just cast in a Harbin here, I suppose. So, chat, yeah, we're at least ladder's going okay today. So that's kind of cool. Oh, a Liberator. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Or is this Liberator? I have a list with Liberator. I haven't used it yet. I wonder if this is like mono white artifact with Liberator, just buff up Liberator and go face, because like your certain spells get flashy, right? It's artifact and colorless. Kind of sweet. With the pass, I don't know that they attack. Flash in some resolute reinforcements here, which gives you know, Harbin the 5 critters for the flying and everything. So if they've got removal, now's the time to use it on Harbin. Okay. I'm gonna play Naganjo. Buff up a resolute reinforcement. And go for the swing. Ah, there it is. Soul Partition. I'm still just fine attacking in. We'll replay in Harbin, and then play in a Spectrum Sentinel. So wide board, opponent at 2 life, only 2 blockers, should net us the win here. Even if a board clear happens that triggers Siege Veteran, Seraph is fine. They'd have to do lifelink and attack, and we just have enough to stabilize. Right, healing up by 3 doesn't save them. Boom, big board. Harbin doing the Harbin thing, and I do have the mulligan here. Okay, this is workable. I'm gonna put the Valiant Veteran away. Thalia, maybe? Yeah, actually Thalia. We're gonna decline. Ooh, Jund. We'll end the turn. I'll just flash in the Resolute Reinforcements on end step. And playing a Valiant Veteran. So we push 4, get them to 16. Ooh, the Weather Seed Treaty. Search library for... Interesting, okay. So, are you Domain? See that being Domain. I'm gonna cast in Harbin here. We're gonna push 6. Get them down to 10. We'll get a Saproling. Go to the end step. I'm going to flash in Resolute Reinforcements. Harbin's your threat. Terra Sunder's full exile. That's perfectly fine. Play in Siege Veteran. Push in. The 1/1 has to block the 3/3. Or... yeah. Fair. Alright. Resolutes, Thalia, and Myra. Yeah. That's fine. Reveal our Spectrum. Non-basic lands are going to be the way. Let's gain some life. Get some life there. Feels pretty good. And let's keep them off Fable by playing in Thalia. Gain a life here. Trespasser. Alright, that's fine. Nothing to eat, so we'll play in Waste into a Siege Veteran. Buff Thalia, push in 3, get them to 16. Nice. Harvester, no problem. Play in here, let's cast in Morel. And I'm gonna buff up Thalia a little bit more and push in for 4 damage this time. Next turn with Morale, we're going to get to make a lot of 1/1 soldiers. Harvester is fine. So they'd have to commit this Harvester to kill the Thalia. Oh, they use it on Morale. Okay, sure. Okie dokes. That's fine. It's a Bankbuster, no sweat. Yonjo is a great draw. It does cost 1 less because I have the legendary. So I'm just gonna make Thalia bigger again. Push in with just Thalia. They go down to 7 now. Nighttime. Okay. Harvester can clear Thalia if they want. Got Resolute Reinforcements and an Aganjo, so depending on how attacks go, we have options for clearing up the board. Go for the Throat's fine. Smart play, and then Harvester hits. Yep. We don't have a legendary for Aganjo. So I don't know. Oh, they do go for the attack. And in that case... we're going to Aganjo and get rid of a Spectrum Sentinel. Go heal to 9. Only 2 cards in hand. We get a Valiant Veteran. Hello, friend. Been a while since I've been here. Been lurking, coming to say hi. Well, Dark Matter, welcome, friend. How are you doing today? I hope your Saturday is going great. Our tournament's a little bit rough today, unfortunately. But, you know, we're giving it the old college try. Giving it the old gung-ho. Good to see you, though, friend. Go to 23. Malfunction's fine. How you doing today, though? What is going on? Just got off work. Hey, heck yeah, Dark. That's awesome, friend. Alright, Resolute Reinforcements coming in. 2 blood tokens. Ooh, that is a Denic. We're gonna go for combat first. Get them down to 3. Play in a Denic. The PS Apprentice. Pass the turn. Draw. Yup. So graveyards aren't usable right now. Opponent at 3. We get there? Maybe? Lily, sure.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate how people touch my things.
It's fine. Suck my token. Working weekends can't do tournaments, and most... yeah, that's fair. Most are on Saturday, and working weekends definitely stinks for that. Sure. That's fine. Splash in Resolute Reinforcements here. It's now night, well, daytime. We just go to attack. You get the concede. And Dragonauts, until next time, keep believing. I'll see you then.